So one of the main questions I always get from students is how much money should I have if I want to retire? And there are two different ways we can look at doing this. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about baby step 4, and that's using 15% of your income to figure out how much money you should save per month. The other way to do this is by using this form that I have right here. So the way this form works is to have you start by figuring out how much money you want to be making when you retire. And that's this box that says annual income you wish to retire on. If you're like, well, I don't know, what I recommend students do is go over to Google and search a job that they think they're going to be doing by when they retire and looking up that average income. So teacher, Minnesota, and I like to put the location because it changes, average salary. And we'll look here in, again, if you think that you're going to be an average, you can either choose right in the middle, or maybe you think that by the time you retire, you're going to be making the most in that salary. That'd be great. So I know our contract, I know this is realistic, that it's about $56,000. That would be like the most I could ever make. So if I think that when I retire, I'm going to be making $56,000, I'd plug that in there. The next step is to divide the income that I think I'm going to be retiring on by 0.8. And the reason we do 0.8 is because let's say that we're going to earn 12% from our mutual funds that we're investing in. We have to subtract taxes and inflation, and that's at about 4%. So 12 minus 4 equals 8%, and that's why we're dividing it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take 56,000. I'm going to divide it by 0.08. That's 8%. And that means I need to save up $700,000. If I save $700,000, I will have enough income by the time I retire to keep living on a salary that I've been accustomed to. I'm then going to take that $700,000 and I'm going to plug it into this nest egg needed. And I'm going to multiply it by that 8% factor. Now, the factor that I choose should be the closest to my age. So I'm 30 right now, so I'm actually going to choose this factor, which is 0.000436. You are going to choose whichever is closest to your age. So you're probably either going to be at the 15 factor or the 20 factor. And I'm going to multiply my nest egg by my factor. So 700,000 times 0.000436. I would need to save $305.20 a month. And if I saved $305.20 a month until I retired at 65, I would have $700,000. If I wanted to figure out what that was in a year, I'd take my $305 and I would multiply it by 12 months in a year. So every single year, I would need to save $3,662.40. Down here on the bottom, I'm asking you to look into what if you waited 10 years before you were saving? So in this example, I said, I'm going to start saving now because that's what I want to do. And I use this 0.436. On the bottom, I'm going to jump up and I'm going to use the 40 one. So I would add 10 years to my current age. And the reason I'm having you do this is so you can compare the difference in the amount that you would need to save if you started saving now versus the amount that you would need to save if you waited. You're going to see that the amount you would need if you waited 10 years to start saving is a lot bigger than the amount you would need if you started now. And I think that's even illustrated with my amount that I need right now is $3,662. That's probably bigger than a lot of yours because you're that much younger than me and you have that much more time to save. And remember, when we talk about compound interest, time is key. So I'm asking you to finish filling out this form based on the income that you think you're going to need when you retire. And that will give you an idea of how much money you would need to save in order to retire.